I'm very family oriented, so I wanna marriage is always gonna be the number one for me. And like I said, I've never imagined my life to ever work, like ever. Um, I have passion for things, but to actually be like outside in the field, that is not for me. That is just for a man. And I just I just feel like a lot of women don't think for themselves. They look for validation from other women. And it's like some of you guys had good childhoods, you know, you had that father figure or that brother or uncle, and then you meet your women peers and then they have these crazy lifestyles and then they want you to feed off of it. Then you got a whole clique that everybody's following each other, and it's like you know what you value at the end of the day. So once you separate yourself and you find other people that think exactly like you, and you know, happiness will come from that. That's what that's why I agree
So
with Marcus when he was saying, is that your name with the one C on? When he was telling Kim like basic, if you meet a guy, right, you saying I don't want to have baby right now. Okay, you said that for 20 years you didn't want to have a baby, but then you meet a guy that's so generous. He's doing everything in the world. He's showing you that he can provide, protect. You know, he's giving you all of that and making you feel like a woman. You telling me you're not going to give him a baby? I'm gonna give him two, three babies. You understand? Because that's
wow,
the both of us. I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's
as
all I
long as
was.
you can.
Oh, I'm gonna brush him away. You're gonna brush him away. You're gonna die with cats. We gotta be. You gotta really understand. But I don't like to talk a lot because I'm only
No, we
30
should have been let her speak.
You,
and
how old are you, Abby?
only 32. I
I'm
have
Yeah,
a
glad you
son
ain't say that with Ash on here. She probably would have
and
crushed you.
I
I'm
wanna
33. I
yeah, but
agree.
I think a lot of women they have these things, you know, the pick me and the all the other stuff. I'd rather be a pick me than sit here and be like 50 years old and wondering, you know, where I'm supposed to be at in life with my man. Where he at?
Yeah, yeah,
So you're saying a 10? Is that what you're saying, or
yeah.
is
She
Yeah,
that
said
much of a
it.
priority? Highest. A 10? Okay. DJ, if you would.
So I want to emphasize healthy marriages. Healthy. Healthy marriages are amazing. Human connection is needed and amazing. So I would definitely rank a healthy marriage very high. Um, I also,
What number?
from 1 to 10, a 10. If it's healthy and it's a match, it's compatible, absolutely 10, 10, 10, 10. Um, and as far as the career, uh, I don't look at it as a career. I would say your life's purpose, I think, is up there. Because I believe that all of us have a purpose. Oh, you want
So
to
you don't
chime
believe
in? You want to
you don't
chime in,
believe you're supposed to be a
Mr.
helpmate?
White? You got the giggles
So
over there.
nah, not you know what though. Listen, 10 is
Okay.
all right. So I'm just gonna say this: 10 is extreme, right? That's extreme. That's like Darwin passion extreme right now, right? When you say 10, that means you were all in, like
Oh,
max.
yeah. I'm for
So
it.
right, okay. So that would mean you'd have to be extremely intentional about it, right?
Mm.
That means you would be seeking. Like if I said if I was a level 10 on my career, I'm going to school, I'm getting my doctorate, I'm going hard. Like all you going to see me do is study. Like you're going to know that I am trying to do whatever it is that I'm trying to do. Like when you see somebody win a Heisman, when you see somebody do shit like that, you know they are hyper focused, right? You can't stop them from what it is they're trying to do. They got blinders on, they see their goal. So when I hear three women in a row say that
Women.
marriage is a 10. What I say?
Woman.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I said.
one. Women. It's
No, I
multiple.
said
I'm
three. I
sorry.
said three women in a row
Okay.
say 10, right? I'm
10.
expecting, yeah, 10. All of y'all said 10. I'm not sure that that's real. And I can't tell you what you feel, right? But 10 means maximum effort. That means you were hella intentional. That means you were putting yourself in positions that you really care about it, that you were trying to think of different ways to make sure the man is
That we
happy,
got
right?
that.
Like you were in pursuit, right? That and that's what I'm saying. So that part right there, from the conversations, I don't hear it all the time, and maybe I don't know, but to
I
say
think you're
10,
I think you're applying your definition or your idea of what a 10 is, and you're thinking that you're thinking of a very particular type of woman. And I don't think that you are really factoring in that there are some people that have beliefs and they come together and they're compatible, and it just works. It's not forced. I don't have to act like something and be a role. I'm just me and he's just him, and we come together and
Why
it's
you gotta be so
beautiful.
difficult?
no, no, no.
Darwin.
No,
So
no,
DJ,
no,
right?
Darwin.
Hold up, y'all. Hold y'all. So, I, being that I presented the question, I kind of get to like deliver
Yeah,
how
but
the
I presented
context is
my
supposed to be.
answer. No, but I presented my answer, and it's like you're finding it hard to believe. But I don't know what you're finding it hard to believe. I was very clear in my idea of, if I'm going to marry, it's going to be a healthy marriage. You understand?
No, I got it.
A
Understood.
lot of people couple up for different reasons. Some people couple up for business. Some people couple up for convenience. Some people couple up because they want a title of a wife and husband, so they can come on panels and talk down to each other. There's a lot of different reasons why people into marriages. But my reason, to me, is a very organic thing. It's something healthy. It's a compatibility thing. if you are
Isn't that
looking
everybody's
if you're
marriage?
looking from the lens of compatibility, you and your partner are not going to constantly be in disagreement. There's not going to be tension. Y'all will see eye to eye, and it's going to be smooth. If they
So
respect you
DJ,
and you
I
respect
get
them, it's
all of that,
good.
but I get all of that, but the question, the way I asked was to what is the importance of it, right? So when I say the importance of it from 1 to 10, I mean like how much do you care to get married? How big is it? And your rhetoric in general is never a 10, right? It's like, I could care less, or I don't even give a fuck sometimes, or 4B, don't dare get married type shit. So that's why I said I found it a little bit hard to
Your
believe
spin is
that it could be
inaccurate.
a 10.
I said, don't get married to a man that's misogynistic, that doesn't care about you as a human, who devalues you.
Why would a man want to marry you if he don't care about
Those are the people I'm speaking to, because it's not about if you can get married. I think every woman has the ability to get married, but is she getting married to someone of quality that gives a fuck about her for real?
Why would a man
I
want to get
believe
on
that's
his
important.
knees and
So
marry a
I
woman
believe
he
that
don't
that's
give
important for somebody to have all those qualities, right? I don't think you should get married to anybody who's going to treat you poorly or abuse you or anything. All of that is legit. But
who's doing
the
that
only
though?
part that I'm saying is that how intentional are you about it? How much are you trying? Because it's like I said, 10 is like Mayday, right? That's emergency. So that means you were actively pursuing what it is that you want. Like you are not going to. If somebody said, "What's the odds of you getting married?" You're going to say 100% because I won't allow myself to fail. If your urgency level is at 10, you are not going to allow yourself to fail. You are like hell bent on the idea of
Go
marriage
ahead,
so
Evelyn.
much that I could never see you not promoting it.
All right, go ahead,
Trim, I
Abby.
want to give you a different. Oh, go ahead, Lapeef.
Go ahead. We'll go to Abby, then go back to Ty.
Well, I say 10 because you have to walk in it. I don't have sex and whatnot. So when I know that me wanting to be a married woman, I don't want my husband to a future husband to meet me and I'm in my dating area, I'm sleeping around and whatnot. Because you cannot tell me that you're dating and you're not having sex. You're going to be tempted to have sex with a person that you're attracted to. All right. I changed the way I dress. I don't necessarily wear open cleavage like that at all. I don't party. I don't do a lot of things at all anymore. So it's like I'm setting myself up so that I can be a wife. I'm not just sitting here and being like, yeah, I really want to be a wife and not putting this work in for myself.
Yo, where did y'all get her from? Cause she need she need a microphone for Evelyn. We need to send her a microphone. God
Taya,
damn.
go.
I
This
was
this,
gonna say,
this is gonna go down to
before
Lapeef history.
In regards to
Hey,
your question, I was going to go back to what we were talking about earlier with Darwin. When even though our level is a 10 now, right, it may not have always been a 10. We may have always wanted to be married, right? Maybe it was a 5 or 8 when we were younger. And then you meet someone like in my last relationship, I was with him for 10 years. It's my daughter's father. That's who I thought was going to be my husband. And it didn't work out as planned. But I wanted that. I tried my best in that situation. I didn't give up for so long because of that. And you were stating that if it is a 10, then we should be doing everything we can to get there. And I feel like, and I can't speak for all women on this panel, well, I can speak for Abby because Abby just put down a list of things. But I was on the same journey as her, right? Like trying to figure out what I needed to do better because clearly every relationship is just not one-sided. He may have had faults, but of course I did as well. So what is it that I can do better so that I can be someone's wife or I can find my husband, and start changing those things. So I do think it is a lot of action behind it. But as far as like going out and seeking and searching, I do believe that my husband should find me. Hopefully now the person I'm with is my husband. But we don't know those things until we go through it, and without the proper guidance from the beginning, as Darwin was stating earlier, which I 100% agree with, without that proper guidance, what a lot of women do is we end up trying to find those answers on our own, which means we run into a lot of duds, right? We run into a lot of situations where you have to learn on your own, and it takes longer, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that I don't believe I won't be a wife or that my um need or want to be a wife is not a 10. That's all.
I tell you one thing, child. You keep that jawline tight. You gonna find your husband because I'm telling
She
you,
might have already.
this nigga right here, bro.
Yo, she might have already.
it's a compliment though. It's a compliment.
I know,
What?
Darwin. I know.
This nigga, bro.
We talking
Jawline
about?
tight.
This
I
nigga
swear,
said
man.
you get that jawline. What?
Oh,
Keep it tight. She gonna be all right. Trust me.
he sound like Cameron right
Man,
now.
say.
Sturdy chin.
I can
I'm
say this
telling you,
though.
bro.
Darwin.
I see it. I see it.
I can say this though. If you serious about marriage, don't listen to none of them chicks we reacted to on them videos. None of them
Oh,
have your best interest at heart. If marriage is in the cards for you and you want it to be, none of them women should be your guiding light on finding marriage.